Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today marks the first week of being on my Atkins diet. I'm super excited to tell you what my results were. So remember my last video, it was kind of super depressing. It was because I was at a bad place. But I weighed in today this morning before I started working, and I was at 314 last week. Today I weighed in at 301.8. Oh my gosh, right? I lost 13 pounds in 1 week, just on Atkins alone. In my first video, I had stated that I had eaten about 9 grams of carbohydrates that day. I normally average out about 16 to 18, and the goal of the induction phase is to eat less than 20, is to eat 20 grams max per day. So, it's been really good. The one thing that's been like really helping me out a lot is my job. I work as a medical assistant, and if anyone else is a medical assistant out there or works in a clinic doing whatever, you know that you have drug reps coming in almost every single day bringing you something to eat, right? So just talked to the drug reps, told them like what was going on, like, hey, please bring something that is low in carbohydrates. That way I can, learn whatever it is that you guys are trying to sell us. That way I can, eat with the group. And it's so amazing how willing they are to accommodate your needs. It really is. I was actually afraid to request anything. But you know what? It's been such a big help. And I'm sorry, but it's super hot in here. Hold on. Okay. So, where was I? Oh, yeah, okay. So, this is the starting of week 2. I have already talked to a couple of my friends at work. They're gonna start doing Atkins with me. One of my coworkers, her name is Mandy. She, today was her first day. She weighed in before I did, and she is really motivated because she wants to lose the same amount of weight that I've lost in the first week. And, everyone's different, and she knows that, but, she's gonna try really hard. She's gonna try really hard. This first week, what I've been doing is, I have been keeping my carbs about 20 grams per day. I've been also eating a little bit more meat than what I used to eat, like, all the time. I love meat. The thing that I like most about about the Atkins approach is that I can actually eat the foods that I really like, except for, of course, the carbohydrates. With like the low-fat diets, they wanted to restrict your meat intake, and I'm kind of really picky about the vegetables that I eat. I'll pretty much eat anything out there, but if I have to have a salad every single day, I'm gonna get sick of it real fast. So that's what I like about the Atkins approach, is that I can have a salad if I want, or I can have 2 cups of a different type of vegetable, as long as it's within the 20 grams of carbohydrates per day. For example, today we didn't have a drug rep bring us lunch today, so I had to make smart decisions about what I was going to eat. So I met up with my sister and went to this farmer's market, and I got this turkey sandwich. And I requested that instead of bread, it be wrapped in lettuce, like a lettuce wrap. It was like the best thing I've ever eaten in my whole life. It was so good. It had, of course, the lettuce wrap, turkey, a little bit of ham, a piece of cheddar cheese, some mayo, mustard mixture, sprouts, and avocado. And those are all things that you can eat on the Atkins approach, the Atkins diet. You can eat all of that. It was this huge, delicious lettuce wrap. Oh my gosh, I kind of want another one. It was so good. I kind of felt embarrassed because I was with my sister, and I just like ate the whole thing in like 5 minutes. I was starving. It was because I hadn't eaten breakfast this morning. That's another thing. They suggest not to skip meals, and I have to be at work at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I am one of those hit the snooze button like 7 times person. I'd just rather sleep than eat breakfast. But I always carry one of those Atkins bars, and then I also have an Atkins shake in the fridge at work just in case I feel like I need it. A lot of people, I've heard a lot of negative feedback about that on other YouTube videos, but for me it's kind of filling. Like if I feel like I really need something and I can't like hold out until lunch, and then it's also very convenient for me because I sometimes don't have time. I have to either just hurry up, get dressed, showered, ready, go to work, and to have that bar is a lot more, I don't know, convenient for me than having to wake up in a whole other 20 minutes just so I can make something to eat. The only thing bad about that is like for like one of the Atkins bars, that's 3 grams, whereas I can have like 3 eggs and a piece of sausage for the same amount of carbs and less, depending on whether or not I put like mushrooms or cheese in my eggs, which is what I normally do. So yeah, but it's convenient. I don't do it every day. It's just whenever I'm late, like I was today and yesterday. But there's another thing that I've noticed is that I'm a lot more thirsty than I used to be. I've been drinking a lot more water because part of my resolution was to stop drinking soda. And I don't know about you, but Coca-Cola was like my big thing. I loved it. And a thing with Atkins diet is that you cannot have aspartame. So most diet sodas are out of the question, except the ones that have Splenda in it or sucralose. I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard to find one of those out here, and I just would rather just cut it off in general. So I haven't had a Coke since last Wednesday, New Year's Eve. So yay me, that's a big thing because I normally have like 3 or 4 a day. And then yeah, no carbs. I have, however, had bread nightmares where I would just gorge on everything carbohydrate. It was scary. Like I woke up and I felt guilty about a dream I had. Felt like I cheated on my diet a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed that little laugh at my bread dreams. But yeah, so to top it off, week 1, I've lost 13 pounds. It's amazing. I've never lost that much at one period of time in a week before. With Weight Watchers, I've only lost about like 6 or 7. Jenny Craig, I've only lost about 5 or 6. I even tried Nutrisystem when I was about 17, 18, and 5 or 6 as well with that one. So overall, this Atkins approach is doing more for me than any of those other ones have before. With my insulin resistance, sometimes I used to get pretty shaky because my blood sugar is really low, but since now I've noticed this, I haven't tested myself because I don't have a glucometer or anything, but I don't know, maybe I can just ask if I can have like one of the free meters at work that they don't ever use because it's like expired or something. So I'll have to ask about that. But what I would normally feel like shaky and just hungry and have to eat something carb loaded immediately, or else I'd get really sick. But since I have started this, I've noticed that I have not had that feeling at all, since I'm not really like overdoing it on the carbs like I used to. Another good thing that I've noticed is that because I am watching my carbs, I know that I'm eating more meat and more foods that are higher in fat than what I used to. And because I'm eating those, I'm full for longer than what I was doing when I was either on Weight Watchers or Jenny Cracker Nutrisystem. I would always feel a little bit hungry, essentially all the time. The only time I feel hungry when I'm on this past week was when I either A, skipped breakfast, or 2, it's been longer than 6 hours since I had eaten something. So, but most of the time I'm totally fine, like have no problems with it. I do notice that I have been getting a little bit of headaches, and I think it's because I'm not eating as much sugar as I used to. So that's one thing that I've noticed. And the other is that I drink a lot of water. A lot of water. Like today, I think I've peed like 7 or 8 times. A lot of people recommend getting those ketone sticks. I don't really have those, and I don't know. But I do notice that I have like this weird like taste in my mouth, and I've been reading up on it, and that's just a sign of the ketosis. So should I go spend some money just to pee on a stick to tell me that I'm in ketosis, or just know that I'm dropping weight like ridiculous fast to know that I'm in ketosis? So I think I'll just stick with the proof that I'm losing a lot of weight in a short period of time. The one thing that I'm scared about that is losing a lot of weight in a short period of time can make gallbladder stones. So I hope I don't get that. I really hope I don't, because that happened to my sister and it was just not pretty. She had to get her gallbladder removed and everything, slowed down her progress for a while because she was in recovery, all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty excited about this second week to see what it has in store for me. I know that I'm going to be this first week I've been focusing more on what I was eating, and this next week, since I pretty much have a good grip about what I'm eating, I'm going to be focusing more about increasing my physical activity. So I'm thinking about going to Planet Fitness to start with a friend, because she can get me in like a free buddy bonus for like a couple of weeks or whatever. So I'm gonna hook up with her, and then we're gonna go to the gym, work out, and see if I like it. The only reason why I want to choose Planet Fitness is because they have a lot of locations, and it's fairly cheap and no contract, which is, hey, something that I love. I hate signing contracts because contracts recently have gotten me into a lot of trouble. So if we can avoid that, that'd be great. Yeah, so that's just my update. I don't know if you guys can see it in my face. I know I've noticed a little bit of my face being a little bit more slim. My friends have noticed it. I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen at the end of next week. I'm really bad at weighing myself throughout the week, so I'm going to try to avoid that, but it's kind of hard because I stare at the scale all day with patients. So I'll just keep you updated, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks. Bye.